looking to pick it back up in the corner. LaPlante trying to get it. Now it's centered. That pass misses. Saints can't clear, though. Good job by the Muskies. LaPlante sends it back in, but off the boards. Now maybe a breakaway chance for the Saints as moving in quickly. It's Savage. Shot, scores! Savage for two, ladies and gentlemen. Jackson Savage busts loose on the breakaway. He goes high, glove side on Carson Lowry. And Jackson Savage's second goal of the night. And in what is turning out to be a surprise here in the early parts of the second period, the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints have taken a 2-1 lead here against the Fort Francis Muskies.
The defensemen haven't had a change for the Saints in the first 2 minutes and 5 seconds. They chip one out, and they get the breakaway. And like you said, 2-1 here on your Green Brand Source Home Furnishing scoreboard.
Well, the Muskies didn't know they were in a hockey game before. They are now, and now we're going to get ourselves a penalty. Cross-checking, and I think this...
Was it unassisted, do you believe, or did they?
I believe it was just the one name.
This one's going on Fort Francis.
We'll see, go in the box. Yes, it is number 27. Looks like Aiden Jean, I believe, getting the gate, and it looks like for cross-checking. So that undisciplined play that plagued the Muskies in the first period is back here in the second. 2:14 gone in the period, and the Muskies will be killing off their fourth penalty of the night. Saints 1 for 3 so far with the power play.
This penalty kill brought to you by West End Motors of Fort Francis. West End Motors is your Chrysler, Jeep, and Dodge dealer.
Out there killing the penalty for the Muskies, it's Cable, along with Aaron Wood, Grayson Burnell, and Ashton Barnes. And it's Cable coming away with the puck. He'll clear the zone, dump it off the boards. Hustling after it is Barnes, trying to make something happen shorthanded. Look to center it. That pass didn't get through. And away come the Saints, as that was Favreau trying to move it to center. He was taken or bodied rather, and then Wagner taken off his feet. Puck brought back into the Muskie zone, but it's offside with 1:25 left in the power play for the Saints.
Wagner tried to get up back on side, sliding on his, hoping to get that skate over, but official said no thanks, and we'll continue on here. 1:25, as you mentioned, remaining in the power play. The penalty kill for the Muskies.
Line change on both sides. Muskies now out there killing the penalty. It's Nico Rupenstein along with Noah McPherson up front. You've got the combination of Alex Booth and Jackson Tucker on the back end. Saints now bringing it to center, in on the right wing. It's Savage. He's got 2 goals in this game. He takes a hard hit in the corner, though. Jackson Tucker says enough of your shenanigans here this evening, as he shut down Savage in a hurry, and the Muskies dump the puck all the way down the zone. 53 seconds to go left in the penalty to Aiden Jean. Saints now looking to start the rush. They move it across the Muskie line, but Tucker sends it right back out to the neutral zone. St. Thomas will regroup, look to move it ahead. They cannot, though. McPherson, good job on the right wing boards. He's got possession in the St. Thomas zone, kills some time. He's got to wait for his mates to get onside. They do. McPherson, a shot. That was blocked in front by the Saints. Just 20 seconds left now in the power play, and it's the Muskies now in full possession of the puck, even though they're the ones killing the penalty. Saints now, long pass ahead, trying to take advantage of a Muskie change, but that pass misses everyone, and it will be an icing call against the Saints with 10 seconds left in the power play. 4:04 gone here in the second period. St. Thomas Aquinas holding a 2-1 lead.
This icing call brought to you by Ed Kahn & Sons. It's your place to purchase Benjamin Moore paints in Fort Francis.
Callum McCormick now taking the draw for Fort Francis. Scramble in the circle. McCormick trying to find it. He cannot. Saints get it. Put it off the boards and just out. And that'll do it for the penalty. So the Saints fall to 1 for 4 on the power play. Muskies now looking for a chance. Coming in off the left wing. That shot, though, going high and wide. Veldhuisen sends it ahead to Cable. Cable. Puck knocked back out to center. LaPlante over there for the Muskies. Now he tips it ahead. Walking in, and McCormick got a chance. Oh, and a 10-bell save by James Hill with the glove hand. McCormick danced around the defender, walked right in, and from 3 feet out, whistled a wrist shot. And James Hill flashing the leather and marked that one down as a possible game saver here, even though we're only 4:38 into the second. James Hill, terrific save against McCormick.
Yeah, it could be the Norland Oil play of the game.
Could be. We'll check back on that later. Muskies now get a shot on goal. Hill turns that to the corner. Trying to keep possession deep in the St. Thomas zone, but the puck's going to come out to center. Muskies will get it. Look to move it up ice. Ooh, another collision between two Muskies. They're having a tough time. That's the second one here tonight.
They're not the use of teams in gold jerseys up there.
They may not be familiar, yes, with the color scheme change. We'll see. Veldhuizen, he sends it around the boards. Saints will get it out to center, and it's Booth with it. Booth now backing off. Put it ahead. Missed McCormick with that. McCormick tried to throw a hit, and it was returned to sender on that one as he was planted by Tristan Kelly. Even though it was McCormick trying to lay the hit, he was the one that ended up on his back. The Saints now get the puck out and fired back in by Trent Wilson. Saints now gathering steam in their own end. Bringing the puck out. It's Connor Bender, number 4. Bender. He'll come across center. Work his way across the line. Shot, but that was offside as he held up just at the blue line at the last second, and Colby Lewitz could not hold up. Went in a little bit ahead of the play. 5:50 gone here in the second period. St. Thomas continuing to hold a 2-1 advantage.
Kind of reminds me of the football game on Sunday with the big surprise with who was ahead, and just like the game here. So
I wasn't overly surprised, but you know, maybe by how much.
I put that one out there for you so we can talk about your Cowboys one more time.
I appreciate you setting that ball up on the tee. Here's the Muskies walking in. There's a chance off the left wing side by Chown. Hill got a stick on that one. Muskies now. McPherson in the right circle. Makes a beautiful move. Walks in. Shot. Oh, and just getting the pads together at the last second was James Hill. McPherson, an absolutely beautiful move to get around his defender. Walked right in on goal. The quick wrister. Looked 5-hole. And Hill slammed the door shut just in time with 6:15 gone in the second.
You just feel like the Muskies are right on the edge of breaking this thing open. They just, James Hill right now is the difference in this hockey game.
Heroic performance so far by the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints goaltender. Again, his team losing 10-0 just 4 days ago to this very same Muskie squad out in Steinbach, Manitoba at a tournament. But the Saints have been a much different team here tonight, and they hold the lead on the road in the NORWOSSA regular season opener for both these teams. Here's the Muskies now looking to get back on even ground. In behind the net, Gartsky. He wheels around, can't keep possession of the puck. Saints get it and cannot get it all the way out yet, but now it'll come out to center. Bounced off the boards. Coming in on the right wing, it's Chown. He leaves it for his man, but that puck gets out across the line, and the Saints will start a rush. Whoa! Coming across the tracks and almost getting laid out there was number 22, Colby Lewitz. He was took a glancing blow, but it could have been much worse as the stick came up a little bit for the Muskie player. Here's the Muskies now in their own zone. Cable fires it down up to the right wing to Rupenstein. Rupenstein now walks in, tries to get a shot off. That hits the defender and deflects high over the net. Big hit laid in the corner by the Muskies. Now a responding hit by the Saints. It's getting physical out there now. Here's a shot right on goal, fired there by Taran Engie, stopped by Hill. Coming out of the corner, Cable now in behind the net. Evan Cable, he's taken off his feet. Looks to keep possession of the puck though. Does a nice job. Puck swung around the boards. Saints will get it and move it out to center. 7:50 gone here in the second period. The St. Thomas Aquinas Saints still holding a 2-1 lead over the hometown Fort Francis Muskies. Muskies now in across the line. That was Ashton Armstrong trying to bust through two defenders. He was unsuccessful in that venture. Muskies keeping the puck deep in the St. Thomas zone, and here comes Engie on the left wing boards. He'll keep it in, sweep it around the net. Saints trying to grab it and move it out, and they will get it to center. The ice is definitely tilted, though, here in the middle part of the second period. Here come the Muskies. Cable's shot just high and missing the post. The top left corner was there, but Cable not able to quite connect. Another shot on goal, stopped by Hill. Puck comes out to center. Now the Muskies with some relentless pressure here in the middle stages of the middle frame, but they trail 2-1 still to St. Thomas Aquinas. Booth up to center, now pushed ahead. Here comes Barnes. Barnes, he tried to get around his man, but lost the puck in the last second. The puck was swept up over the glass and out of play with 8:53 gone here in the second period.
Have you said Taylor Chown's name? Has he been on the ice? I don't remember seeing number 6 a whole lot this period.
He was out there for an earlier shift this period, but definitely been a less frequent presence than he was in the first period, to be sure.
It looks like I see him. He was sitting up on the top. I was looking over at the bench, and he finally stood up and turned his number to me. He was up on the top bench, and I know you need to use that to get all the players into the box, but I just wonder if there isn't something going on there.
We'll have to see. Keep an eye out, see if Chown rejoins the battle here. But meanwhile, here come the Muskies. Callum McCormick in across the St. Thomas line. McCormick gets in behind the net. He'll stay after the puck. He goes off the boards, but no one back at the point. Oh, no, Muskies do a nice job to keep the puck in there. Last gasp effort made by Trent Wilson. And now a huge hit along the boards. And now a Saints hit. My goodness. It was Favreau getting drilled by a Muskie, and then Connor Bender drilling that Muskie down himself. So back and forth the hitting goes. And you know what? We talked about the Saints being more physically dominant, or the Muskies rather, but the Saints have certainly hold their own here in the second period. They're throwing to the hits just as well as they're taking them.
Yeah, they've definitely, I think, made a decision that they need to be more physical if they're going to match what the Muskies are doing here. And a save here as Lowry covers up that puck that slithered out front. 2-1 on your Green Brand Source Home Furnishing scoreboard in favor of St. Thomas Aquinas. Green's Brand Source is located in downtown Fort Francis. They provide exceptional service and offer a wide variety of in-stock kitchen and laundry appliances, mattresses, and furniture. And they are open on Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Saturdays, 9 to 4. Love it, live it.
Speak and ye shall find, Tim. Taylor Chow, number 6, back out on the ice for the Muskies right now, up there with Gartsky and McPherson. Gartsky now hustling in on the left wing. Tries a backhand pass across to McPherson, but that was nicely blocked off by Jack Reimer with the defensive play. Muskies now. A shot hammered wide by Gartsky. Saints get it.
Penalty coming.
We'll see which side now. Muskies look like they had possession of the puck.
And Lowry was going off the ice, so I'm saying this one's on TA at the 10:18 mark.
And in fact, it is the TA penalty bench door that is open. And heading off for them looks to be number 24, Jack Reimer. So Reimer getting the gates. We'll wait and see what penalty call was for, but the Muskies with their second power play opportunity of the night. They are 0 for 1.
0 for 2.
0 for 2, sorry. It's third one of the night. 0 for 2 so far. But a chance to tie this hockey game up with 9:42 remaining in the second period. A shot that was fanned on by Tucker, but he comes right back to him. Muskies now looking to set up with the power play. It's McCormick out there. He goes cross ice. There's a shot, gloved by Hill. And he'll hold on. So an interference call going to Reimer. And Alex Booth with that last shot. Hill getting the glove out and making the save with 1:43 to go in this power play.
This power play brought to you by Mr. Sub of downtown Fort Francis. They cater. Call them at 807-274-6310.
Saints get it. Fired all the way down the ice. Lowry will stop it there for Tucker. And the black and gold will look to start the rush up ice. Needing a goal, down 2-1 here in the second period. Tucker moves it up to Veldhuizen. Veldhuizen, he'll look to swing around behind the nets. Looking to center out front. He'll go back to the right point to Tucker. Over to Veldhuizen in the circle. His shot! Quick one on Hill. And he was able to cover up. No rebound. Some pushing and shoving in by Hill as the irritation level is quickly increasing between these two squads.
Seems like when the rebound is given up by Hill, which hasn't been very often, The Muskies don't have anybody there. When they do have somebody there, it's like a vacuum. He sucks it in and he keeps it there. So a little bit of a frustration level maybe again mounting for the Muskies here, but let's see, they still got 1:10 remaining.
They're calling him Hoover Hill by the end of the night. He's vacuuming like that. Here's Gartsky now. Yeah, I know, that was a dad joke, but we're trying our best, folks.
Hey, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
Sometimes they don't. Here's a pass out front. Muskies deflected wide. Let's keep after it, though. Gartsky with it. He gets to Chown in behind the net. Chown now. Over to Gartsky on the right boards. Goes up to the point. Cable. The wrist shot. That's blocked. Nice play. Loose puck fired wide. Good job by Carter Wagner to get in front of that first shot and deflect it wide. And the Saints will get it. Hammer it down the ice, and Lowry will stop it. 32 seconds to go in the power play. Muskies now move it ahead, but that pass goes off the stick of Veldhuisen and right to a Saints defender, and he'll send it out to center. Here is Veldhuisen now. Sorry, number 19, Ashton Barnes. Barnes with it. Barnes back to McPherson at the left point. McPherson to Barnes. That pass a little off target. Barnes slips down trying to get it. Muskies still in there battling for it. The penalty is over. Muskies now 0 for 3 with the power play. Saints continue to lead 2-1 with 7:35 left here in the second period at the 52 Canadiens Arena in the regular season NORWOSSA opener for both these teams. No icing on this play. Evan Cable thought there was going to be, had eased up on his skating stride and then found out it wasn't, had to hustle back as he had Colby Leywitz coming in fast. Here's Cable now. He's had a couple of coast-to-coast rush attempts here tonight. Now he'll look to shoot. That shot deflected into the corner. Muskies get it in behind the net. Send it around to the left side. This is Tucker with it. Tucker bothered there by Leywitz. Muskies now looking to chase it after it. 4 men in behind the net battling. Tucker sends it right back into the fray in behind that net. And it'll come on goal to Hill, and he will take no chances and cover up with 6:50 to go here in the second. Saints continue to lead 2-1.
One thing you'll notice when you look at the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints uniforms, no season, no, well, I see 1A out there. Coach told me that the captain and 2 assistant captains not in uniform tonight. That makes this score right now all that more surprising.
Absolutely. When you've got that much of your core leadership group missing from a team that lost by 10 4 days ago, and that team is now leading by 1 halfway through, or more than halfway through the hockey game. Big credit to the road team so far here. St. Thomas has been full value. Muskies, though, continue to keep up the pressure, trying to claw back and get even with the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints. Puck out to center. Tucker's got it for the Muskies. He'll go right wing side to Barnes. Barnes looks to center. That pass just missed Aiden Jean. Jean shoves his man down in behind the net. Tucker keeps it in for the Muskies. Now Burnell's got it. Burnell around the boards. Nobody home there for the Muskies, though, and the Saints will get it, and they'll send it all the way down the ice, and it will be an icing call against TA with 6:06 remaining in the second period.
Ed Kahn & Sons, located west of Fort Francis on Highway 1171. It is your place to purchase Benjamin Moore paints in Fort Francis. They're open Monday to Friday, 8 to 5:30, Saturdays, 8 to 2.
Cormac now moving into the circle for the Muskies. He's out there with Veldhuisen and LaPlante. Saints win control of the puck off the draw. Look to move it around the boards. Hudson Willett couldn't control it. Muskie get another quick shot on Hill. And again, rebound control has been very impressive for James Hill. It's really been a one and done situation for the most part for the Muskies. Hill not coughing up those second opportunities for the most part here tonight.
I said it earlier, it just feels like the Muskies will break through here soon. It could be a flood of goals after that, but until that happens, Hill's been dominant.
Sometimes all you need is a hot goaltender to ride and pull off that upset, and they're getting that kind of a performance from James Hill right now. Muskies get it out to center. Saints had to wait. Delayed offside situation. They dump it in, and now back for the Muskies, Trent Wilson. Wilson now knocks it away from the forechecking pressure of Willett. Muskies will grab it at center, and here's Veldhuisen. Veldhuisen in across the line. He looks to fire. Pad save there by James Hill. Muskies continue to ramp up the pressure in the SDA zone. Shot there, deflects wide. Booth hustling after it in the corner. Bender picks it up. He's bodied. Booth is going to get the turnover. Muskies now trying to set up. They're in the right wing corner. Veldhuizen. Bit of a cycle game going on with McCormick rather. Booth now, right point. His shot hits McCormick at the side of the net. McCormick will jump on the loose puck. Go back to Booth. Booth to McCormick. He'll fire a shot high. Blocker saved by Hill. Another chance for the Muskies. Another stop by Hill off Veldhuizen. Now puck comes to the side of the net, and Hill will cover up with 4:37 remaining in the second period. It's all black and gold in every department right now except on the scoreboard. Saints lead 2-1.
Yeah, and give credit to the defense for St. Thomas Aquinas as well. Keep pushing those Muskie skaters that are coming and trying to get their breakaways or 2-on-1s. Keep pushing them to the outside, and even when they try to make a move back to the inside, breaking the play up. So the defense for St. Thomas playing well.
Forcing them through the perimeter and making the shot opportunities as easy for James Hill to handle as possible. Here's the Muskies now. More pressure, side of the net, trying to stuff it home at the side, loose puck. Muskies couldn't quite get the job done there. Saints move it out to center, and it is Engie. He goes across to Gartsky. Gartsky now, he's got 4 checkers on him, makes a nice move to get around 2 of them though. Chown gets it, pushes up to McPherson. Now here's Gartsky. Gartsky in across the line, he's got 4 guys with him. A chance here, shot, save, rebound, scores! Why pay for satellite when you've got cable? Evan Cable drills it home, and the Muskies have tied this hockey game with 3:55 left in the second period. You can almost see it coming as Cable was kind of left to skate all the way across the center of the ice, and he unloaded a bullet that got past James Hill, who may have been screened on the play, but no matter, we've got ourselves a 2-2 hockey game.
Yeah, and I think the first shot by Cable. All right, just the one assist there.
So Cable from McPherson to tie this hockey game up here late in the second. Muskies with all kinds of pressure in this period were unable to break through until that point. But Evan Cable with a top level shot finds the mark. And the Muskies have evened this hockey game at 2. An icing call against the Saints face off back in the St. Thomas zone with 3:16 left in the second.
I was going to say that I think Cable had an initial shot, came right back to him off the defense, and then he just had to find the upper corner and made no mistake on it as well. Icing call brought to you by Ed Conn and Sons of west of Fort Francis.
Almost like the Saints defense kind of got caught flat-footed when that first shot got blocked. They stopped it, but then didn't really do a good job of picking up Cable off of that, and Cable just used his power and speed to cut to the middle, and he had the opportunity to fire. He did, and hit the target. And we are 2-2 with 3 minutes to play here in the second period. And now Muskies looking to get back the lead that they lost back in the first period right now. Continue to maintain pressure. Booth sends it all the way around the boards. Jean's got it. Jean tried to center it. Here's a chance. Wilson hammered it. And that hit a body and went into the corner. Saints now getting blitzed by the Muskies. Burnell with it. He looks to work in the left corner. Now to Wilson. Wilson shot. That deflected. That goes wide. Coming in on the right side to pinch is Booth, but he can't quite get to the puck. Saints tip it out to center. Here's Wilson now. Up ahead to Jean. That goes off his stick. Wilson will try again. Puck comes into the Saints zone. Reimer goes off the boards and out to the neutral zone. Saints will look to make a change. Back for it is Wilson. Wilson off the side of the net, almost turned it over. Savage with 2 goals in this hockey game, sniffing around for that hat trick. Here comes Barnes now, rather. Barnes in on the left wing. Can't get around Tristan Kelly, who made a nice defensive play, but comes right back to Barnes. He's got a shot. That goes off the side of the net. Muskies now. Cut to the middle. It's Cable. There's a shot off the left wing. That was stopped by Hill. Now Veldhuizen. He puts it in behind the net. Hustling in the corner is LaPlante. Puts it to McCormick. McCormick takes a shot from behind. No call there. Muskies, though, keep up the forechecking pressure into the slot, and that shot goes just wide. That was off of the stick of McCormick. Cable now off a skate into the slot. Muskies can't corral it. Saints get it, put it off the boards, and just out. We have 1:05 remaining in the second period. Muskies 2, Saints 2. Here comes Taran Engie, racing in on the right wing, centering pass. LaPlante just couldn't get a stick on it. He had the open side of the cage if he'd been there. Muskies now trying to get a late one. Here's LaPlante, the shot, and James Hill will hold on. Another save, no rebound given up, and a face-off in the St. Thomas zone with 47 seconds left here in the middle frame.
You mentioned that the ice slanted towards the far end of the ice where the Muskies offensive zone is at. They've again dominated the time of possession in the offensive zone, but boy, it's a 2-2 hockey game. Absolutely,
and the longer the Saints hang around, the more the belief factor comes into play that they just might be able to pull this one out. Wouldn't be the first upset we've seen in this rink, to be sure. Here is Chown. There's 5 bodies along the boards trying to get a hold of that puck, and now the Muskies come away with it. Jackson Tucker, he gets around his man in the St. Thomas zone, looking to center. Can't quite get the pass there, or does he? McPherson with a couple of whacks at it, and James Hill somehow finds that puck in the crowd, and he'll hold on to it with 23 seconds left here in the second period.
2-2 on your Green Brand Source Home Furnishings scoreboard. They're located in downtown Fort Francis, and they provide exceptional service and offer a wide variety of in-stock kitchen and laundry appliances, mattresses, and furniture.
It'll be McPherson taking the draw for the Fort. He wins it. Comes back to the point, and the Muskies control. Cable does for a little bit, but eventually pushed out to center by the Saints. Maybe time for one more chance for the Muskies. 10 seconds remaining in the period. Instead, the Saints turn it around, go back the Muskies' way. Now Cable's got it for the Fort. 5 seconds left. Has he got time for a shot? Walks in, fires, he does. Rebound! And just at the buzzer, a shot by Cable. This blocker save by Hill. Bounced out in front. Cable had another chance at it. I think Hill got a glove on it to keep that rebound out of there. And he gets a high five from his counterpart, Carson Lowry, who he understands greatness when he sees it. And that was a great save in the final seconds by James Hill. And to keep this score knotted at 2.
We'll take a break here. Go ahead.
Absolutely. We'll be back. For those of you watching on home TV, we'll be back with the third period in just a little bit. And for the rest of you listening on radio, Tim and I will be back with the second intermission. Your score after 2 periods here at the 52 Canadians Arena in Fort Francis. The Fort Francis Muskies 2, the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints 2. You're listening to KGHS The Bear and RJBroadcasting.com.
advantage of really both of those opportunities. And other than that, it's pretty much been the Muskies. You just feel like the Muskies, I've said it before, just feel like they're right on the edge of it, that they're gonna break this game open and see what happens. And it definitely could happen that way in the third period. You just don't know. That you talked about it. Short bench for St. Thomas, the continual wearing down. How much time can you spend in your offensive or in your defensive zone defending before it finally you're like, it just goes away. You even mentioned it on the Cable goal, that the defense maybe just on that first shot they blocked it, but then it was like, what do we do? We almost like it's too much. We're pooped out, and you would think that the Muskies hopefully will be able to take advantage of that in the third period.
Well, they certainly better keep an eye on Jackson Savage. 2 goals for the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints. Again, a great shot on the power play in the first period, and then again in that early wave of Muskie pressure in the second period, and suddenly Savage got one step on his defender, and he was gone. Walked in and made a great shot to beat Carson Lowry to put the Saints up with the lead for the first time here tonight. Savage is at a nose for the net tonight. He's shown a good ability to a quick first step and be able to get some distance between him and his defender. And certainly Muskies have got to keep a closer eye on him here in the third period, because he could certainly be a difference maker for the Saints.
A couple of scores here before we get to the third period. Right across the wall, a nice for Kids Arena after the first period. Dryden leading the Fort Francis Lakers 3-1. And the International Falls Bronco boys hockey team played in the IRC Jamboree tonight. They lost to Rockridge by a final score of 5-0. We'll have all the updates on everything tomorrow morning on the morning show with the sports right around 7:20 and 8:20. And of course, also at 12:20 and 5:20 in the afternoon. Hopefully, part of that sports report will be an interview with a winning player from the Muskie boys hockey team.
This is the hope of the local crowd for sure. But meanwhile, welcome back to those of you watching on home TV and listening on KGHS The Bear. We are underway with the third period here at the 52 Canadians Arena. And we got ourselves a tie hockey game as we got an offside. Bo Gartsky losing an edge and slipping into the zone a little early for the Muskies. So quick whistle here, but 2-2, St. Thomas Aquinas Saints and the hometown Fort Francis Muskies in the NORWOSSA regular season opener.
And Gartsky's left wing is not good. When he fell, I don't know if he hurt that shoulder, but he never really lifted that arm up again. He's in pain as he goes off the ice.
It was an awkward fall, and he's taking a seat up on the upper tier benches. He's getting looked at by the trainer right now, so hopefully nothing too serious for Bo Gartsky, veteran Muskie forward. Saints get it, clear it down into the Fort Francis end. Back for it is Evan Cable. He had the tying goal for the Muskies in the second period. Saints putting on the pressure in deep, and now looks like we're going to have a high, I think the puck was knocked with a high stick or a glove pass by the Saints, because the faceoff has been pointed to outside of the Muskie line. I do not see the penalty gate opening, so no penalty on this, it looks like. So we will say 5-on-5, just 25 seconds gone here in the third period. Muskies now control at center and coming into the zone. And we're going to get a penalty against the Saints. Clyde LaPlante, great job to draw the penalty. And looks like Muskies will retain possession. Lowry to the bench for the extra attacker. Here's Cable. He tried to center it, and Saints will pick it up there, and that'll bring out a stoppage in play. But a hooking call coming up against the Saints, and looks like it's going to go to, I want to say, number 18.
Yeah, there's no 18 on there. How about 19? Liam Hopkins, possibly?
Could be Liam Hopkins. Yes, I believe Liam Hopkins, number 19 for the Saints. He'll get the gate 45 seconds into the third period. So the Muskies back on the power play.
Brought to you by Mr. Sub of downtown Fort Francis.
0-4-3, I believe.
You are correct, sir.
This evening. So Muskies could really use a special teams marker here to get a spark in the third. High shot over top of the net. LaPlante gets it. He makes a move on the sideboards. Booth now to Veldhuisen. Veldhuisen. He's got McCormick in front, but he goes off the boards to the other point to Tucker. Veldhuisen now. Top of the right circle. Walks in, fires! And James Hill saw it all the way. He'll make the stop and hold on with 1:34 left to go in the power play. Muskies need to get a little more traffic in front of Hill the way he's been stopping the puck here tonight. If he can see it, he's probably going to stop it. So they're going to have to get a few bodies in front of him.
Yeah, you think number 6, maybe in the second half of this power play, brought to you by Mr. Sub. A lot has changed since 1968, but one thing remains the same: Mr. Sub's commitment to their original concept of selling quality subs, making them fresh, and serving them fast. And I don't know, we've got a issue with Clyde LaPlante. I don't know what.
A stick or something. Head coach Chris Sinclair looking irritated on the bench, and in fact, LaPlante is heading off to the Muskie dressing room. So we're going to see what this is all about. I don't know if he's been sent out from this game for the rest of the night or not. We'll wait for a call.
Yeah,
no penalty up on the board.
You do the power play. I'll listen. How's that sound?
All right, sounds like a plan. Veldhuizen's got the puck. He'll go in the corner to Rupenstein. Comes around to McCormick. McCormick now. He's bothered there by Pavey, but maintains the puck. He'll go into the corner. Veldhuizen stops on the right wing boards. Pass across. Save Alex Booth, as Hill got the pad across just in time to stop the one-timer. Great chance there for the Muskies. 1:05 to go in the power play. We've had no penalty announcement as of yet, so not sure if there's maybe an equipment issue with LaPlante or not. Ooh, look out, Pavey clearing pass. That hit his own player, Lewitz, in the head. Now here's a shot fired by Gartsky. That's wide. And it'll be picked up on the left side by Favreau. He cannot backhand it out. He'll get a second chance, though. Chips it out all the way down to the Muskie line. 37 seconds left in the penalty. Here come the Muskies. This is Barnes. Leaves it for Cable. Cable now at the line. Over to McPherson. He's at the top of the circle. Fires a shot. Rebound. Chance. Oh, through the crease. What a chance for Taylor Chown. And he put it just through the crease underneath Hill and then out the other side. Then he got his stick on there. Give a little extra whack to Hill. Not sure what that was for, but no call coming there. Here is Barnes now. He'll wait. Go to the point to McPherson. McPherson. The pass. Back to Barnes, but a little too hard, goes off his stick. Barnes stays after it, though.
Penalty is over.
Penalty's over. 0 for 4 for the Muskies on the power play now. But they keep the pressure in the St. Thomas zone. Cable spins at the line. Goes over to the side. Barnes fires. Blocked by Favreau. Gartsky, he's body, but gets it to Barnes. Barnes trying to go back to Gartsky. That pass missed. Puck goes around. The Muskies going to get there in time. They will not. Cable gets it at center. And now, looks like it's going to be a head contact penalty going to Gartsky, and he is all levels of frustrated. So Gartsky getting his second penalty of this game. He took a bad boarding call when the Muskies already down 2 men in the first period that led to the tying goal for the Saints. And now, really a head contact penalty with no threat on the play to the Muskies. And Gartsky goes off. Can't believe the call, but he'll be sitting out, and it'll be a 4-minute penalty to Gartsky. So the Muskies fail on the power play to go 0 for 4, and now it's the Saints will have a 4-minute advantage to try and get the go-ahead goal here with 3:20 gone in the third period.
This penalty kill brought to you by Norland Oil. They are a proud sponsor of Muskie Sports this season, located at 6115 Highway 1171 on the west side of Emo. Norland Oil is your source for bulk and retail fuel in the Rainy River District.
Saints get the draw. Control it on the right point. Now along the line, Gosnell backhands it around the net. Muskies get to it, though. Can't get it out. Bender will keep it in at the right point. Bender, he goes to the right wing side. Shot there, deflects high over the net. That was Favreau, I believe. Getting off the shot, it deflects over the glass, and a faceoff will stay in the Muskie zone. 3:36 left in the double minor to Gartsky.
If you're TA, you're almost feeling like you gotta capitalize here. If you don't, it's almost gonna be like a letdown if you don't score on this 4-minute power play.
Could be a huge momentum shift one way or the other, whether the Saints can score or the Muskies can kill this off. And here come the Muskies looking for a shorthanded chance. It's down in the zone right now. It's McCormick. He kills some time, but Jackson Savage picks it up for the Saints. Savage with both Saints goals here in the hockey game. He's bodied by Callum McCormick, but McCormick lost his stick all the way to center ice, so that gave Savage some extra time with the puck. Savage now. He'll put it into the Muskie zone. Lowry will just cover it up and hold on for a face-off with 4:15 gone in the third. 3:02 remaining in the double minor to Bogartsky.
Good choice, I think, by Lowry. Get some fresh penalty killers out there. I think he obviously could have played that away, but the wiser choice was to do what he did there.
Have not seen Clyde LaPlante return to the game after he was sent off to the dressing room by the officials for we're not sure what reason, but he has not been seen since that point. Puck now slid into the zone. Hustling after it is Barnes. Barnes. He bodies his man to try and keep control in the St. Thomas zone, but coming up with it is Pavey. Lucas Pavey, number 15, moves it ahead to Carter Wagner. Wagner will flip it in high, in behind the Muskie net. Racing after it for the Fort, Trent Wilson. He's got two Saints on him, trying to steal the puck away. The combo of Colby Leywitz and Hudson Willett. Muskies get it, though, off the glass and send it out to center and down the ice. And we are down to 2:15 left in the Saints power play. Muskies trying to grab it in their own zone, but this is Wagner with it. He keeps it alive for the Saints. Now Savage has it on the left wing. Savage fires! And a glove stop by Lowry. But Savage looking to put a hat on the rack with the hat trick goal, but nothing doing at that point. Saved by Lowry. 1:58 left in the double minor. 5:19 gone in the third. We are still tied at 2.
This is a penalty kill brought to you by Nerlin Oil of Emo.
Muskies win the draw and send it all the way down the ice. He'll stop it at the side of the net, and Bender will pick it up there to start the rush. Bender out there with Reimer on the points. Up front, it is Savage along with Favreau, and looks to be Liam Hopkins. Favreau in behind the net, looking to center. That goes off a Muskie stick, goes back to the point. Reimer keeps it in, a long shot, dangerous chance in front. And Lowry manages to track the puck. Puck went bounced off about 3 players' skates, I think, and went through about 5 sets of feet. And Lowry somehow was able to find it in all that chaos and hold on to the puck with 1:27 left in the double minor.
Yeah, initially went to his right, then had to come back to his left to make that save as it changed directions a few times on the way from the blue line.
Here's the Saints now with control in the zone. Favreau back to Bender. Bender. He pushes it over to the far side to Reimer. Back to Bender. Bender fires a shot. That was blocked by the Muskies, and now they'll come away with it. Maybe a 2-on-1. Here comes Fort Francis. McPherson. Pass across. Backhander just wide off the stick of Rupenstein. McPherson, though, staying after it. Trying to milk some more time off this clock. He'll come out with it. Comes to the center. Fires it off the crossbar. Rebound. Scores! Nico Rupenstein, the short-handed marker, after a great individual effort by Noah McPherson. His shot went off the crossbar, but Rupenstein cashes in on the loose change. And with 6:23 gone in the third, the Fort Francis Muskies have the lead back for the first time since the first period. It's 3-2.
On your Greens Brand Source Home Furnishings scoreboard.
So a huge shorthanded goal. Saints still with the power play for another 45 seconds. Can they get the equalizer and get back on even terms with Fort Francis? So Rupenstein from McPherson, the shorthanded goal. And now we got a glove hand pass call against the Saints. So faceoff will be outside of the Saints zone. So we've got 24 seconds left in the double minor to Bogartsky. We've got 6:53 gone in the third period, and we got ourselves a 3-2 hockey game in favor of the Fort Francis Muskies.
Second assist for McPherson in this hockey game.
St. Muskies win the draw. Back to Cable at the point. His shot high, just over the nets. Muskies keep control though. McCormick along the end boards. He'll wheel out of the corner, and then he'll leave it just inside the Saints line. Penalty is almost over. And that momentum shift we talked about looks like it's going to be going the way of the black and gold. A shorthanded goal by Nico Rupenstein has the Fort Francis Muskies up 3-2. The penalty to Gartsky is over. The Saints now trying to regroup and get that momentum back, as they had a great chance with a double minor power play. Couldn't cash in. There's a pass to Wilson coming in from the point, but just hopped over his stick. Muskies now. Burnell. He moves it to the far side. Here comes Cable. Cable, the pass in front. That just missed the target. Gene takes a whack from behind from Tristan Kelly in front of the net. Tucker now. He'll get things rolling to center. Tucker, head of steam, has it knocked off his stick, but here come the Muskies. There's a shot. Stick save there. Great chance for Barnes. Trying to center it now. Here's Gene jamming it. Saved by Hill, and then Barnes put it just wide. Saints get it out of the zone, down the ice. Hustling after it is Hopkins. Hopkins looked to center it. That goes off a Muskie stick and slides into Carson Lowry. And he'll hold on with 8:20 gone in the third period. Fort Francis 3, St. Thomas Aquinas 2.
On your Green Brand Source Home Furnishings, they're located in downtown Fort Francis. They provide exceptional service and offer a wide variety of in-stock kitchen and laundry appliances, mattresses, and furniture. Green's Brand Source open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Saturdays, 9 to 4. Love it, live it.
You got to feel bad for James Hill. He made had a tough chance. McPherson hit the crossbar on that original shot, and nothing Hill could do to get back in position in time as Rupenstein raced in from the side and fired home the puck into the empty cage to get that lead. Here comes Fort Francis now, down the left wing side. This is Armstrong. Ashton Armstrong shot off the side of the net. He'll pick it back up his rebound. Tried another shot. That was blocked. Deflects all the way into the Muskie zone. And back for it is Taryn Engie. Engie. He passes up to Armstrong. Armstrong run over by his fellow number 15, Shane Pavey, Lucas Pavey, sorry, with a good hit along the side boards. Muskies gain control in the zone. Here's Engie in behind the net. Looks to center it. That pass doesn't click. Saints will get it, send it out to center. And back for it is Booth. Booth to McPherson. McPherson leaves it in his own zone. Engie's got it. That pass picked off by Pavey. Muskies having a little bit of trouble getting things rolling here. Now they'll bring it out to center. Coming down the right wing side. A shot. Blocker save as that was off the stick of McPherson. Rebound scores! Sometimes the puck just finds you when you've got the magic happening. McPherson, the original shot, the blockered away by James Hill to the left wing boards, and then the centering pass, I believe, from Taylor Chowan. Right, he saw McPherson skating in front of the net after that original shot opportunity, right there to tip home the pass from Chowan. And with 9:45 gone in the third period, the Muskies now with a first 2-goal lead of the game. It's 4-2.
It was Booth that picked up number 8.
Alex Booth, the defenseman, down deep in the corner. He wheeled it in front. Saw McPherson still hanging around, coming into the scene after getting the original shot stopped by Hill. And McPherson right there left unchecked, and he redirects home the puck. And the Muskies now gain firm control of this hockey game. They're up 4-2.
3-point night now from Noah McPherson.
Here's a breakaway chance for Savage, looking for the hat trick. Savage walking right in, shot! Save by Carson Lowry! No hats for sale tonight. Savage looking for his third of the evening. And Carson Lowry with a pretty little glove scoop on that shot as he flashed the leather, makes the save, and keeps this a 2-goal game with 9:54 to go in the third.
I'm giving that the play of the game, brought to you by Norland Oil, located at 6115 Highway 1171 on the west side of Emo. Norland Oil is your source for bulk and retail fuel in the Rainy River District.
Hard to object with that decision there, Tim, after Savage has had the night he's had. But now it looks like we are going to get ourselves another Muskie penalty, and it's Ashton Veldhuizen heading to the box. So with 9:43 to play in the third, the Muskies leading 4-2. It's Veldhuizen. He's getting the gates. Looks like it will be, well, we'll see. I didn't wait for the call on that one. Not sure if it was roughing.
I did not see it, but this penalty kill is brought to you by West End Motors of Fort Francis. West End Motors is your Chrysler, Jeep, and Dodge dealer that treats the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern.
So the Saints with one power play goal this evening. So there's a roughing call against Veldhuizen. And the Saints back on the power play for the 6th time tonight, if my math is any good.
Your memory is very good. I don't know about your math, but your memory is very good.
1 for 5 so far tonight. They got a goal on the power play in the first period, and they need one now. Down 2 here in the back half of the third period to the hometown Muskies. Muskies now look to fire it out of the zone. They do all the way down the ice. Hill will stop it there, and back for it is Carter Wagner. Wagner, long headband pass. That misses everybody. That's going to be an icing call against the Saints.
I didn't hear the whistle.
It was a quiet whistle, but it was a whistle. So
that icing call brought to you by Ed Kahn & Sons. It's your place to purchase Benjamin Moore paints in Fort Francis.
8:56 left in the third period. 1:13 left in the penalty to Veldhuizen. Fort Francis, last time they were killing a penalty, it paid off for them big time as Nico Rupenstein scoring a shorthanded goal to give the Muskies the lead, and then a follow-up goal soon after by Noah McPherson, making this a 4-2 game here in the third period in the NORWOSSA regular season opener here tonight at the 52 Canadians Arena in Fort Francis.
Both referees over talking with head coach Dubchek here. I'm not sure about what. They're doing a lot of hand checking, like cross checking action, but I don't know what's happening.
Might just be a gentle warning to let their players know to keep the stick work to a minimum.
Could be.
As they'll be looking for them to calm down. We want the physical play. We don't want the dirty play. That's for sure. So here come the Saints now. Here's Bender across the left wing on the blue line on the left side rather. He wheels it in behind the net. Saints trying to pick it up. Muskies get to it first, but Gosnell will keep it on the right point. He'll fire shot, tipped in front. Chance there for Hopkins, can't cash in. Loose puck now. Saints whacking away at it, and Lowry comes up with another save. And this certainly has been the best of the 3 periods for Carson Lowry, as he has been rock solid in the Muskie net. Another save there with 45 seconds left in the Saints power play.
I was going to say he's been solid in net. He's dialed in. He's staying with the puck. It must kind of look like a beach ball out there. You're able to stay with it that well because he's moving side to side with the puck, and looks like he feels very comfortable with what's going on.
Lowry going to have to carry the load for a little while for the Muskies, as their other goaltender Cam Mann will be out for the next 3 games after an incident at the tournament in Steinbach this past weekend. Here's Bender now with the puck. Oh, he takes his man off his feet, and there's going to be a penalty to the Saints. Bender lost the puck and then lost his cool, tripped the Muskie player down, and that's going to do it for this Saints power play. Muskies bring the puck up. Lowry goes to the bench for the extra attacker. Saints will pick it up, though, and with 13 seconds left in the penalty to Veldhuizen, it's going to be Bender going to the box for the Saints. So with 7:56 to go here in the third, Muskies lead 4-2. We're going to have some 4-on-4 hockey for 13 seconds, and then the Muskies will go back on the power play looking to put the finishing touches on this win.
And that power play will be brought to you by Mr. Sub. A lot has changed since 1968, but one thing remains the same: Mr. Sub's commitment to their original concept of selling quality subs, making them fresh and serving them fast. Mr. Sub caters as well. Call them at 807-274-6310.
Never a good play to take those penalties in the offensive zone, especially when you got the power play. But Bender, just an undisciplined play on that one, getting the stick into the skates of Aaron Wood, taking him off his feet. Here's the Muskies trying to cash in. The centering try by Chown. That went off a Saint skate. Muskies will keep it in the zone, though. Penalties over, so it's 5-on-4 now for the Muskies. Shot! Whistle just wide. That came from McPherson at the point. McPherson already with a goal here in the third period. Now it's shot, scores! Double your pleasure, double your fun. Or are we getting it? Let's see.
Oh, wait a second.
Well, maybe waved off. Evan Cable and company were celebrating what looked like his second goal of the game, but it looks like the referee will not be allowing this one. We'll see if it was maybe a player in the crease or some goaltender interference. Not sure why they waved that one off. They're motioning to center ice for the faceoff. Let's see what comes out of this. Hopefully we'll get an announcement as to the reasoning why the goal was called off, but so Cable denied his second goal of the contest. He put the Muskies back on even ground in the second period with the tying goal, make it 2-2. But it looks like a face-off outside of the line and no goal, and at the moment, no explanation. So we'll wait. Offside against the Muskies now. 7:22 to play in the third. Minute 26 left in the penalty to Connor Bender of the Saints.
The only explanation I get is that there was somebody in the crease. I have no other explanation, but I don't recall anybody standing or interfering with the goaltender. But
didn't appear to be, but the officials were very emphatic, waving it off quickly. So here's a chance now. Shot, pad save by Hill. Good blast from Barnes on that one. Here's McPherson now. He's in the corner. Chown in front. Now Chown goes behind the net. Chown backhands it back to McPherson. In front. Oh, tried to hit Barnes coming in. He had the puck bounce on him over his stick. He was wide open in the slot. Cable now to Barnes. That goes off his stick, goes wide. Chown, though, trying to shove it home. It's off the side of the net. Chown stays with it. Tried to center it. Here's McPherson. Shot. Oh, glove save. Loose puck in front. Chown couldn't get a stick on it. And just out across the line. Great chance there for the Muskies to put this one away. 38 seconds left in the power play. 4-2 Muskies. Here comes Cable again. And he was stopped by Pavey.
Are you sure he's not a forward?
He's playing like a forward the way he's rushing that puck. McPherson now. Backhand pass to Gartsky. Gartsky. He'll go to McPherson. Center right of the ice. Now over to the wing. Cable. Pass across. Oh, he had Gartsky sneaking in on the far side. And the puck just got under his stick. Chow now. Looking to center. He does. That pass gets underneath. There's a blast. Scores! Load up the boat. It's Noah's Ark tonight. Noah McPherson with a power play bomb. 6:01 to go in the third period. His third point of the period. Fourth point of the night, I'm believing.
You are correct.
Second goal of the frame. And Noah McPherson has pretty much put this one on ice. It's 5-2 for Fort Francis.
On your Green Brand Source Home Furnishings scoreboard, they're located in downtown Fort Francis. Love it, live it.
Muskies loving this third period. 3 goals here in the third, and you've got one of every style that you want. So it was McPherson from Alex Booth.
Yeah, he said 8, and then he said Barnes' name. I think it was Barnes who.
It was Barnes, I think, that set it up there. So
yeah, I think he just said the wrong number.
Right guy, wrong number. But it is McPherson's goal, his second goal, 4th point of the night. And here's the Muskies coming in for more. The pass in front, pad save. Hill gets a skate on that one, just sticks it out in front, and just got enough of it to deny Quentin LePage of his first goal as a Muskie. But Hill stops it with 5:45 to go here in the third. But a 3-goal third period, and like I said, one of every style that you want. A short-handed goal, an even strength goal, and now a power play goal for the Black and Gold.
Yeah, I almost feel like this is what we expected the game to be like here in the third period. Is kind of what we expected for the entire 60 minutes.
Another chance there for Armstrong. He fired just wide. Here's the Saints now trying to move it up and coming across the line. Quick shot there. Stopped by Lowry. That's off the stick of Ashton Nutley, number 17 for the Saints. First time we've called his name here tonight. 5:35 to go in the third period. And again, could be just a matter of, an overmatched Saints team in terms of number of bodies against this Muskie team. And their talent starting to shine through here in the third period. Saints put in a heck of a fight through 2 frames, but here in the third, it has been all Fort Francis. Here they come again. Here's Veldhuizen. Pass across. Trying to get McCormick a goal. That one did not work. In the corner now, battling for it. For the Muskies, I believe, what was that, to get the number on number 22. Number 22, usually Kate Evan Breer, but he is out of the lineup tonight, so we'll have to check on the name of that one later on. Here comes the Muskies now. Far side. Saints will pick it up, though, in their own zone. Bender's got it. He'll go around behind his own net. Try to get to Gosnell. That didn't work. Now we're going to get another penalty to the Saints. And just not a great play by Ashton Nutley. And now it looks like we're going to get another penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct. Ashton Nutley takes the cross-checking penalty with 4:46 to go. And then we're going to see, was it Nutley or Gosnell?
I was Gosnell that took the unsportsmanlike.
Gosnell smacking the puck away, shooting the puck away in frustration after the call against Nutley. And just not a composed play there by Gosnell. And now it will still be 5-on-4 situation. I believe Gosnell may be getting a 10-minute misconduct. We'll wait and see. Just 1 2-minute penalty up on the board at the moment. And in fact, no, we've only got 3 Saints on the ice. So it will be a 5-on-3 as Gosnell 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike. Nutley 2 minutes for cross-checking. 4:46 to go. And now the Muskies can really smell blood in the water.
Power play brought to you by Mr. Sub of downtown Fort Francis.
Here is Cable. Walks into the circle. A centering pass. Chow redirected it. Hill makes the stop. And the Saints send it all the way down the ice. So a full 5-on-3 for 2 minutes for the Fort Francis Muskies.
A lot has changed since 1968, but one thing remains the same. Mr. Sub's commitment to their original concept of selling quality subs, making them fresh and serving them fast.
Muskies have a power play goal. Last time they were up a man. Looking to double up on that. Here is Gartsky. Over to McPherson. McPherson. Far side. Tried to hit Gartsky. That was knocked away by Bender. Gartsky now back to the point. This is Cable. To Gartsky in the circle. Fires a shot. Hill comes out to the top of the crease. Makes the save and holds on for face-off. 1:13 to go in the penalties to Bender and Nutley and Gosnell. 3:55 left in the third period.
Gartsky back out. He took that hard fall early in the third period. He was out on the last power play as well. And it's good to see him that hopefully that fall was just a little shock to the system and that everything is good to go.
But have not seen the return of number 13, Clyde LaPlante, since he was sent off the ice to the dressing room earlier in this period by the officials. No penalty given, no explanation given, but LaPlante has been absent from the scene since departing early in the period. Here comes the Muskies now. Tucker, he drops it all the way back to McCormick. McCormick, far side to Veldhuizen. Veldhuizen looks for Booth, fires. That deflected, loose in front. Now chasing it down in the corner is Veldhuizen. He'll walk in from the circle. Looking to center, now backs off. As Bender was right close. Here's Tucker now, walks in, wrister, deflected, loose puck in front. Muskies trying to shove it home. Veldhuizen can't quite get it through Hill. 3 Muskies in the corner, they come up with a puck. Good pressure here on the 5-on-3. Booth, far side, walking in. Veldhuizen fires, loose in the crease. And Hill, his best Greg Louganis, diving back in time to cover that puck up and deny the Muskies another goal with 15 seconds to go in the 5-on-3.
Booth dove in there jabbing with his stick, and Savage came in there. And I thought Savage was going to lay the lumber to him for jabbing at his goaltender, but he came in there, put his arm around his shoulders, and rubbed the top of his head and said, that was the right play. You did the right thing. I like to see that kind of action when, hey, you're just playing hard, good hockey, and just because you touched the goaltender doesn't mean you were trying to do it
exactly
in a bad way.
That gets over-dramatized by teams and players a little bit too much for my liking in the game these days. Goalies aren't made of snow. They won't melt. So here's a shot. Glove save there by Hill. That came off the stick of Nico Rupenstein, who had a shorthanded go-ahead goal here in the third period for the Muskies. So penalties are over. We're back to 5-on-5. So the Muskies don't cash in on that 5-on-3, but they have a healthy 5-2 lead with just 2:44 left in the third period. And now going off, the late change not allowed by the referees. So Engie and Cable going back to the Muskie bench.
And they'll switch the face-off personnel. Armstrong coming in.
He'll take on Wagner in the circle. Wagner wins it nicely. Reimer gets it. Backhands it to Wagner. Wagner now comes around the far side, but that pass misses. The Muskies gain control again. Here in behind, it's LePage. He leaves it for Rupenstein. Now LePage has it. Goes back, tried to go back to Rupenstein, but Kelly intercepted it for the Saints. Battle along the boards inside the Saints line, and it is finally moved out down into the Muskie zone, and back for it. Here's Aaron Wood.
You've done a great job with that Kelly name with number 25 with Carlson on his back.
Oh, look out. And that Kelly lad just laid a big hit on Ashton Armstrong. Armstrong lucky to keep his feet as Kelly blasted him. Here's Armstrong now looking to gain possession. Top of the circle, shot deflected. He'll have to be careful there. Just got the skate down to stop that one. Muskies continue the forecheck. Back to the point. Fired, blocked by Kelly, and he'll skate off. Minute 35 to go in the hockey game. Muskies 5, Saints 2. An offside call against St. Thomas. We'll have a face-off outside the Fort Francis zone with 1:32 to play.
You're going to be able to handle getting us to commercial and everything else. You remember how from just a week or so ago?
I think it's a click of the one and then a click
of
again.
the two.
Click of the two. There you go. Well, click of the one button. I was going to say.
The one button. There you go.
Yes, the good old number 2. Can't miss. We got it covered. You get me that interview, and I'll take it from there. Here's the Muskies now. Centering. Oh, chance there for Aiden Jean as he got a piece of the centering pass from Grayson Burnell. But Hill gloves it and holds on for the faceoff with 1:14 to go. As my partner Tim Ringhofer heads down near ice level, he's going to grab an interview with a Muskie player to wrap up things here this evening. Burnell now drops the puck. That shot blocked. Barnes tries a shot. Burnell tips it to the corner, chases after it, leaves it behind the net for Aiden Jean. Jean centering pass. That just missed. Muskies retain possession. Burnell look to get it to Jean. Savage picks it up though. He'll get it out down the ice. And this will be icing against the Saints with 50 seconds remaining in the third period. The Muskies up 5-2 thanks to a 3-goal third period. Nico Rupenstein getting the go-ahead marker shorthanded at the 6:23 mark, and then Noah McPherson with back-to-back goals at 9:45 and 13:59. One even strength, one on the power play to give the Muskies a 3-goal edge. Savage now against LePage in the faceoff circle. There's a long shot from the point from Trent Wilson, and Hill will hold onto that one. Big thumbs up to James Hill's effort tonight. He has been under siege for a large part of the evening, and to keep this high-powered Muskie offense to just 5 goals and to just 2 goals through 2 periods. Fantastic effort by Hill, but unfortunately not getting the offensive supports he needed from his team. Here's the Saints maybe with one more chance as hustling in over the line. That was Liam Hopkins, but he had the puck taken away from him, and now it's the Fort bringing it back the other way. Armstrong, he's trying to center to Rupenstein. That pass didn't get through. Gosnell gets it, sends it around the boards. Muskies pinch, keep it in. Now here is Wagner. Wagner, he goes off the boards. Muskies still keep it in. Good job of pinching. Armstrong the backhander. Hill the save. 5 seconds left. Saints will tip it out to center. Muskies get it there. And that is going to do it here at the 52 Canadiens Arena tonight as the Fort Francis Muskies battle back from a 2-1 deficit in the second period. They score 4 unanswered goals, including 3 here in the third period, to capture the NORWOSSA regular season opener 5-2 over the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints. That's going to do it for our coverage for our good folks watching on home TV. We thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Looking forward to our next broadcast with you. As for the rest of you listening on radio in International Falls, we will be back with the post-game show shortly. Your final score, the Fort Francis Muskies 5, St. Thomas Aquinas Saints 2. You've been watching on home TV, and you are listening to KGHS The Bear and on rjbroadcasting.com.